Did you ever notice some of the beginner 3D printers still feel like you need an engineering degree just to turn them on? Well, today we're testing something that claims the opposite. The GeeeTech M1S Mini 3D printer. This one promises a lot of beginner-friendly features, such as a 2.4-inch color screen, filament runout detection, automatic nozzle cleaning, and built-in LED lights so you can actually see your print. Today we're going to unbox, set up, and test the GeeeTech M1S Mini 3D printer to see if it's actually a good starter printer. I'm Brian DeLuca, and this is Maker Build It, where we turn curiosity into cool projects. And if you like learning about 3D printing without some complicated nonsense, now may be the perfect time to subscribe. Let's get this box open. Okay, so we have our instruction manual. We have our power cord. We have some starter filament, it looks like. We have some tools and a USB drive, as well as a micro SD card in here. There's actually a declogging tool, which is pretty cool. Guessing this is, yep, the power supply. So we have our power supply. Oh, we have a filament holder is what I'm guessing. That's going to hold our filament on the side. We got our PTFE tube. This is a mini printer. Okay, let's get rid of that. And we have our printer. Now, this is really cool. This is a small printer. It's really cool looking though. PTFE tube. Yep, that's where my filament's gonna feed. So there's always these little quick connects. So you just push down, shove that in, you're good. And same thing. We're going to shove this one down, get it in there, and we're good. There we go. Our PTFE tube is installed. It looks like this, just goes right here. What I realized real quick is my 1 kilogram spool would not fit on the spool holder and make it into the PTFE tube. When I look back at the book, I realized I needed another part. What more 3D printing than being able to 3D print parts for your 3D printer? I went to the GeeeTech website and I was able to download the file, and I did send it off to one of my other printers. I didn't realize it was on my SD card. Otherwise, I would have printed it with the sample filament. Once we do that, we just need to check the Z axis and the Y axis to make sure the screws are not too tight. I'm not going to bore you with that. And then we're going to power this on. Now that we checked everything out, I do want to also mention one thing. As you can see, this is a really compact printer. So it's clearly designed for desktops, classrooms, or other really small workspaces. But I think that's actually really cool how small this is. And this build seems really solid for a beginner-focused 3D printer. And while we're setting this up, let's check out some of the features. The printer has a 2.4-inch color LED screen that makes navigating the menus really easy. For beginners, it's a big deal because you're not digging through confusing settings. If your filament runs out during a print, the runout sensor pauses your print so you don't lose hours of work. That's something even experienced makers appreciate. Another feature I like is the automatic nozzle cleaning system. Instead of manually purging filament every time, the printer handles that step automatically. And this is a small thing that actually makes a big difference, the built-in lighting. You can clearly see your prints while they're running. Now, setup is pretty straightforward. We're gonna use some of this GeeeTech filament, which this is apple green. This was actually a really cool color, I thought, but I like my bright greens. So we're gonna actually load this filament into our printer. What's really cool is there is an app which I am going to download, and I'll show you how that works. But let's get a test print going. And as we can see, it's starting to auto level. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but this is all on rails. This is really nice how this works. So the app was super easy to set up, and it only took a few minutes and connected right to the printer without any issues. Okay, now we got everything set up. Let's look at the model library. I'll look at all these models. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Benchy first. So let's go with, we're gonna print something. And this is on our SD card. And let's print that Benchy. There we go. Now we started to print. And we can monitor our print status right here on our phone. The M1S Mini has a print speed of up to 250 millimeters per second and a print volume of 100 by 110 by 100 millimeters. Okay, so look at this. Benchy on a tiny PI build plate. That actually looks really clean. I don't really see any issues with it. It looks great, actually. Maybe over there, a little bit of a layer line, but clean. There's no stringing. Actually came out really nice. A little there. I see a little layer line right there. I don't know if you can see that. But other than that, decently nice Benchy. And by the way, look how tiny this PI plate is. Look. So we got 3 things printed. We got our Benchy, we got a Flexi Dragon, and our calibration cube. You can see here the Benchy looked super clean. Our Flexi Dragon came out really nice and super flexible. Didn't even have to crack it right out of the printer. And here's the calibration cube. Let's measure it. There, oh, look at that. Dead on. The layer lines on all these prints were good, the details were sharp, and for a beginner printer, the results were surprisingly good. This is the type of quality and results that let someone get into 3D printing without having additional calibration for the machine. It's just pretty much hit print and go. I think the GeeeTech M1S Mini is really a good target printer for 3 groups. Beginners getting into printing, classrooms that are doing some STEM, or someone who wants a really small footprint printer. It's simple enough for beginners, but still capable of making useful parts. If you're interested in the GeeeTech M1S Mini, I will put a link in the description below. I just want to thank GeeeTech for sending over this printer as well as the filament for us to test and review. And as you see, the filament actually printed really well also, and I love this apple green color. For more on 3D printing, DIY, and maker projects, make sure you like and follow Maker Build It, and remember, keep on making. Oh, and remember, the goal of a printer is not just printing plastic, it's helping someone take their first steps into making.